Hi everyone, we're going to do something different on this video today. We're not going to just review Jack Daniel's Fire. We're doing this for one of my top subscribers, Summer, but we're going to do some other things as well. My name's Derek, and we're going to review Jack Daniel's Fire. We're going to review Fireball, their most closest thought of competitor, although I'll tell you why I don't think that that's necessarily the case. We're going to compare the two. We're going to mix with Jack Daniel's Fire. And then at the end, I'm going to give you my recommendations on what is the best way to drink Jack Daniel's Fire. All right, so let's start with just reviewing the liquid here. Jack Daniel's Fire is a mixture of Jack Daniel's and a cinnamon liqueur. It's made with real cinnamon. It is 35% alcohol by volume, or 70 proof. It is not a bourbon. It is a whiskey because it's a mixture. Put a little bit of Jack Daniel's in there, and while I'm pouring, I'll just pour the Fireball while I'm at it so we get all the pours out of the way. Okay. Fireball is often, in fact, only, as I know, really is it taken as shots. Jack Daniel's Fire, as I said, is other ways to do that. So let's start with Jack Daniel's Fire in my black Jack Daniel's shot glass. So I smell the cinnamon right away. Not a lot of heat. It smells very sweet. All right, let's take a sip. Yeah, so this is a one-note beverage. It's a good note, but it's only one note. It is, actually, might be a note and a half. It is a sweet cinnamon alcoholic beverage. Why I say a note and a half is because I do taste just a hint of the Jack Daniel's. And this, although it's called Jack Daniel's Fire, it's not super hot. I do taste a little bit of the heat on it. Later, I'm going to mix a drink for you that you'll get a little bit more heat. A little foreshadowing here, we're going to use sriracha. That's an interesting drink. Stay tuned for that. But this is on its own. It's a sweet cinnamon alcoholic beverage. It's great as a shot. It's only 35% alcohol, so you can probably take a few of these. I don't think I would necessarily sip it, but if you're looking for a little something sweet after dinner, you could possibly do that. Okay, now let's try the Fireball. There you go. Let's try the Fireball. So I don't get, yeah, Jack Daniel's, when I smell it, Jack Daniel's Fire, I get cinnamon. Pure and simple. I'm not getting the cinnamon. I'm just getting just a hint of, maybe a hint of cinnamon. Just a hint. The Jack Daniel's Fire, man, that's 5 to 10 times more cinnamon on the nose than the Fireball. And the Fireball has a little bit of woodness to it. Like I smell a little bit of wood of some kind. It's not quite pine. I don't know what it is. Probably the barrel that it was in. Let's taste it. So the Fireball is less sweet, more hot. The heat comes in, it takes 3 to 4 seconds, then the heat comes in. Yeah, there's a little bit of cinnamon up front, and then it's heat on the back end. This is not going to be a sipper. You could probably mix with it, but it's less refined. This is for sure a one note drink, ideally for shots. I don't know how else I would want to drink this. Maybe I could find a mix that would be good, but it's like superficial. It doesn't have any depth. Jack Daniel's Fire has a little more depth to it. It has a little, with the sweetness in there, the actual cinnamon flavor in there, because there's actual cinnamon in the cinnamon liqueur that they mix it with. It has some depth that you could do some things with. And I'm going to show you some mixed drinks that you can go either sweet or hot, either summertime or wintertime. This to me, I wouldn't order this. I wouldn't ask for this. If someone gave me a shot to drink it, I would drink it. It's kind of fun in terms of an alcoholic beverage that's got heat all on its own without doing any mixing. My opinion is that out of these two, I would go to Jack Daniel's Fire every time if it was available. I might order it. I would certainly get it in a mixed drink. Fireball, I just would never order it. Now we're going to do some mixed drinks. Take a look. All right, so now let's make that Jack Daniel's Fire drink. Haven't had it before. Let's see what happens. Put some sugar and some chili powder. And now we're going to rim the glass, but first we're going to edge it with some lemon juice. Save that lemon for our garnish. All right, next we're going to fill a shaker with ice. All right, 2 ounces of Jack Daniel's Fire. I can already start to, oh yeah, there's the cinnamon. Already feels like fall. Now we're going to put in 1 ounce of Demerara syrup. This is just Demerara sugar and water taken to a boil, made into a syrup, 1 part of each. It's looking good. Okay, now we're going to do some lemon juice. We're going to do 1/2 ounce of that. There we go. So I just spilled some. That's why you get one of these bar mats. All right, now the sriracha. And you can adjust that to taste. I've never had this drink before, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I put it into the lemon juice to help kind of mix it and break it up so it doesn't stick. The next one is cinnamon. Again, this is a dash. We'll see. The Jack Daniel's Fire is really cinnamon on its own, so we'll see what that does to it. We're going to shake it to mix the ingredients together and to chill it up. So you want to shake it until your hand is really cold against the glass. All right, that should do it. Now we're going to get our rimmed rocks glass. We're going to put some rocks in it. And we're going to pour it in. And then lastly, we're going to garnish it with 2 things. One is some maraschino cherries. Now I'm using actually, these are Peninsula premium cherries on Amazon. These are really good. They're also a little bit less expensive than official maraschino cherries, $4 or $5, depending on where you live. And we're going to put a cherry in there. Then we're going to take our lemon, and we are going to garnish it. That is the drink. What's it called? This is a mixture of some recipes I found online, so it's really my own thing. So I think what we're going to call it is a bourbon table on fire. All right, let's take a sip and see how this does. Oops. Oh, that's interesting. Very cinnamon. Well, first thing you taste is the sweetness, then right away is cinnamon. And then after that, there's a little bit of that cinnamon heat. Not bad at all. The lemon doesn't want to play. Oh, there's some sriracha. That's nice. Wow, I thought this potentially could have been a train wreck since I've never had it before, but yeah, sweet. Several flavors of sweet. I taste the sugar, the demerara sugar. I taste the heat from the sriracha, and the cinnamon is actually both in the sweet side and the heat side. That is a good drink. I would definitely recommend this as a fall drink. By a fire, out on the porch. Not so cold you gotta wear a coat, but just cold enough you need something to keep you warm. Inside the house with some open windows. Wow. Absolutely delicious. Now let's make a simpler drink that you could probably drink all year round. This is what I call a low highball. So it's not as much liquid as a highball, but it's kind of made like a highball. Simply, it's Jack Daniel's Fire, ice, and club soda with a cherry. Let me show you how to make it. First we get our glass and we put some ice in it. So this is technically a highball glass. It's not very wide, but it is very tall. And I put about half a glass of ice in there. Then we're going to add 2 ounces. Then we're going to fill the rest up with club soda. And lastly, we're going to put in some maraschino cherries. And so you can see it's kind of got the color right now of a ginger ale. But we're going to add a maraschino cherry with a little bit, I don't know, whatever that is. I don't have a measure for that. This I have made before, and I enjoy drinking after work. Kind of looks like a cherry soda. I stir in all of the cherry syrup, and that's it. Cheers. I don't know what you call this. I guess again I could call this a Jack Daniel's Fire low highball. The reason I say it's a low highball because it doesn't have as much seltzer. It would be 2 ounces of Jack Daniel's Fire and 4 ounces of seltzer is ideal. You could go a little bit more if you want a softer drink, a little bit less if you want more of a punch. This is the perfect spot as far as I'm concerned because you can taste the alcohol, you can taste the cinnamon, and you can taste the cherry. It's very much a sweeter drink than the Jack Daniel's Fire Straight, than the Bourbon Table on Fire. It's easier to drink because there's a lot more seltzer in here to break up and soften the Jack Daniel's Fire. It ends up tasting a lot like a cinnamon cherry soda with alcohol.
On that one.
Okay.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Very cinnamony.
Mm-hmm.
I like this one better. What is it?
Did you take some with the rim, with the sugar on the rim?
Yes.
It had sugar and chili sauce on the rim.
Tahini?
Nope, chili sauce.
Chili?
Chili powder.
I like it. It's different.
I call that bourbon table on fire.
My throat's a little burning right now. Yeah.
It's got sriracha in it.
Oh.
All right, we're back from the kitchen where we had some interesting mixed drinks. Best way to drink Jack Daniel's Fire is in a mixed drink. That bourbon table on fire is the most unique. It's got so many things going on. It's a great cold weather fall drink. I do drink Jack Daniel's Low Highball. It's easy to make. It's something that's sweet, and I like to have that maybe with my dinner or even just while I'm watching TV. Either of those drinks are outstanding. For me, I wouldn't sip Jack Daniel's Fire. I've got so many other things, as you can see back here, that are extraordinary sippers. I just want to thank again Summer for recommending this. It had me do some research that I wasn't expecting to do, and I learned a lot about a couple of really good mixed drinks. I would have this on your bar. It's not something that you would drink if you are a bourbon lover, but it is something very interesting to have for friends and family or people that you have over that aren't really into high proof, that aren't really into bourbons and whiskeys. They like sweet drinks. They like something different. This is something different. And, put it on rocks with some club soda and the Low Highball, and they could find something they've never had before. It's a very interesting drink for folks that aren't bourbon lovers. So that's the video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, comment, and rate. Hit the alert bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Helps for the cleanup later. All right, now some syrup. Let's do that now.